Why did my sister end up in a psychiatric facility with her Harvard acceptance letter? My sister was 14 when I got into Harvard. She found me in my room holding the acceptance letter, and her face just lit up. "We're really going to Harvard together," she squealed, bouncing on my bed in her matching crimson hoodie. That night, she came back crying, clutching her report card. "I got a B+ in geometry. I'll never get in now. One B+ doesn't matter. Promise we'll still go together. Promise." I hugged her. "I promise." I thought I was being a good sister. By summer, she disappeared into her room with SAT prep books. Mom would leave plates outside her door, coming back hours later glowing about my little Harvard girl. Dad just nodded along. Nobody questioned why a 14-year-old was studying 16 hours a day. In July, I saw the Adderall bottles on her desk. "A senior at Phillips Exeter sells them," she said, showing me practice SAT scores already higher than mine. "I don't need sleep. I need Harvard." When I came home for winter break of my junior year, her room reeked of Red Bull. Schedule charts covered every wall. She'd installed a lock on her door. Christmas Eve, Mom suggested she take a break. My sister exploded. "Every minute I waste, someone else is studying." She grabbed a protein bar and slammed her door. We heard pills rattling in bottles. "She's taking more than she bought," Mom whispered. "She'll calm down after applications," Dad said. She'd just submitted them in December. Nobody did anything. Spring semester of my junior year, Mom called me sobbing. She collapsed at school. She's in a coma. The hospital room smelled like disinfectant and fear. My sister looked skeletal, machines beeping around her. The doctors found Adderall, Ritalin, modafinil, a cocktail of stimulants in toxic doses. "How long has she been taking these?" the doctor said. Mom broke down. She was buying them from other students. 3 weeks later, she woke up, but the girl who woke up wasn't my sister. Her hands trembled constantly. She couldn't hold a pencil steady. The girl who memorized entire textbooks couldn't focus long enough to read a paragraph. Mid-conversation, her eyes would go vacant, then snap back confused. The panic attacks hit randomly. She'd hyperventilate, clutching her chest, convinced she was failing invisible exams. Mom would hold her, whispering there were no more tests. Her Harvard acceptance arrived at the psychiatric facility in April. The staff debated showing her. When they finally did, she smiled for the first time in months. "When do classes start?" She didn't understand why everyone looked sad. She wrote me a shaky note. "Getting better. Can't wait for Harvard together. Sisters forever." The doctors explained the stimulant abuse had caused permanent neurological damage. The tremors might improve. The cognitive issues wouldn't. Harvard was impossible, but she didn't understand. Every day she'd ask when we were leaving for Cambridge. Every day Mom would say, "Soon, honey," and cry in the hallway. I transferred out of Harvard senior year. Couldn't walk through Harvard Yard without seeing her 17-year-old face, trusting me completely when I promised we'd go together. Mom still brings her Harvard course catalogs. She circles classes she wants to take with me, hands shaking too much to keep the pen steady. Last week she asked why I haven't visited her at Harvard lately. "Are you mad at me? Did I do something wrong?" "No," I said. "You did everything right." "Good, because I studied so hard for us." She did. She studied until her heart stopped, chasing a promise I never should have made. The acceptance letter is framed in her room at the facility. Sometimes she points at it and tells the nurses she goes to Harvard with her sister. They nod and say how proud they are. I haven't told her I dropped out. I wear my Harvard hoodie when I visit, and we plan our imaginary schedules together. It's the only thing that makes her smile anymore.